Have you heard the story about the police officer who just got sentenced to 20 years in prison? He ain't even killed nobody, but he stole $32,000 from a dead woman's drawer, not her drawers. Sorry, I just visualized that for myself. But what wouldn't you do for $32,000? And that's just crazy to think, right? Put yourself in a position where you stumble upon $32,000 in a dead woman's home. Are you going to do the right thing? Tell the next of kin, hey, I just found this. Or are you going to think to yourself, how much are you making per year? What could $32,000 do for you? Probably a whole lot now that might be worth the risk of having to explain that while you're standing outside the pearly gates. I think that's what happened in this former police officer's case because he stole that shit. Ironically, this takes place out of Mississippi, and it took place last year involving this guy right here, Christopher Taylor Lofton. He responded to a call for assistance after an elderly woman had died in her home. She was pronounced dead of natural causes at the scene. That's also good to note too, because Buddy could have had a freaking, a murder for hire. The deceased woman was identified as Jackie Kelly later on after police and first responders left. Jackie's husband called the Pearl Police Department and said that $32,000 was missing from their bedroom. His wife had recently inherited the money and it was being kept in an envelope in their drawer. The police returned. Christopher admitted to opening the drawer and seeing the money, but insisted that he closed it right back. And then he turned off his body camera footage. And it was then, at that moment, that he knew he effed up. How'd you get 20 years in prison for $32,000? Obviously, it's because of the fact that this guy was a police officer. You damn near got a year per $1,000. I wonder if he even got a chance to spend it. What if he gave it all back and still got his boots smoked like that? Damn, that's crazy. I surely hope he don't run into anybody up in prison that he might have put there. It was later determined that Christopher stole the money from that drawer and he left the scene. He pleaded guilty to grand larceny in Rankin County Circuit Court. That's crazy to think. You've got no criminal history. I'm not trying to take up for this guy at all, but I do feel like he's going to definitely be able to get back on appeal habeas corpus because this was extreme. A grand larceny as a first-time felon, you're looking at probation. How in the F did you get 20 years in prison? And they don't even mention any of that being suspended time neither. To add insult to injury, as a part of his sentence, Lofton must pay back the $32,000 and surrender his law enforcement certificate. I didn't know you got a certificate for that. Oh boy, look at this guy's mugshot right here. Looks like this picture was taken on a Nintendo DS. What type of pixel quality are we talking about here? He doesn't even look sorry, sad, embarrassed. He got the nerve to look smug up in this. He ain't no thug. He just trying to look smug, like damn it. It's saying that he has to pay this money back as a part of his sentencing, so he must have spent it. I'm just wondering if he was able to return that money. Would that have wiped away those 20 years? Crazy to think.